If you go to the store and you're on the lineup and you haven't done stand-up in 3 months, everybody else is doing it every night.
And it's going to show.
You guys got to get over this stupid stand-up gayness. That's like my new thing that I'm trying to convince everyone. Everyone's like, who's your favorite stand-up? Stand-up sucks. Can we stop watching a one-man play? I mean, it really is the most retarded thing. They're all doing a fake voice. Hi, everybody. Yeah. So I was, the other day, I went to... It's a play. Stand-up is not cool.
Yeah, it'll show. But for the audience, there'll be a contrast. This way, there's not going to really be a contrast. It's going to be everyone seems slow and clunky. I bet people are going to be gung-ho to see the first day back.
Oh, I can't. Can you imagine walking down the hallway? We're going to be hugging each other.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait for
the whole thing is about this social element for Brendan. That's why he owns all these clothes. Listen, he's bought all the clothes. He's done the workouts. He wants to be at a party every night, hitting on chicks, getting those endorphins. Like a 22-year-old who just needs to go out. You got a kid at home. He's shaken to death like Michael J. Fox. And you're out every night. You want to be slapping and drunkly hugging everybody, putting your arm around everybody, cheersing. Did something happen to you in high school and college that you need to relive this childlike fantasy? You're 40 years old. You got a kid at home. If my dad was out partying while I was sitting at home, I'd have some huge resentment towards him. Once you're a dad, the party's over. Once in a while with the neighbor, you go to his garage while the kid's out at summer camp.
You can do that when your kid is 18 and you're retired.
But to sit around and there need to be a child who needs to go party. Are you 21? You need to drink with everyone and hug them and flirt. And you love that energy, that vibe that you get when you're flirting. And the women are standing there, the 3 women who came. We're visiting from Ohio. You're amazing. Oh, I bet that floods your system with the good feelings, huh? You know, good feelings are so gay. We're going to get into this because a lot of these comics talk about getting their dick sucked.
Should we go to that?
We're going to go to that right after this. Is there any more time codes for B. Shab here?
There was one, but it's not that good.
Well, what is it?
Well, it was just him talking about Corona scaring people.
Oh, yeah.
And I was going to say,
so here's Brendan Schaub. I want to talk about the feel-goods that these comics do. They don't even realize how exposing this is. You know, you had Andrew Santino. Let me do Andrew Santino and Andrew Schultz first. Andrew Schultz has admitted that he doesn't shower. And then they're going to get into a topic that I've been dying to cover for many years, and it's going to be so obvious to you when you hear it. When you finally hear what this is about, you're going to go, oh, yeah, whoa. These boys love good feelings. Some would say they're drug addicts of the yum. Watch this. Now, I caught this. This is from Whiskey Ginger. Good God, man. Aren't you happy that I'm watching so that you don't have to? Thank you. Look at this intro. Jesus, man. We're going to cut to, I think, 11 minutes in. Andrew Schultz is on this. Now, he doesn't get enough coverage because he is just too obnoxious to cover. He is a New York comedian. He is the Brendan Schaub of New York. Seriously. He might even be more conceited. People, this is another one of these guys that idiots have been tricked into liking, thinking he's cool. Trust me on this. I've spoken to some of the New York's top comics. They hate him. They hate him. He is the laughingstock of all comedians, but he's got a lot of clout. They won't say it. Listen to this horrible thing I found.
Schedule has changed of like, what's crazy because I used to get up first thing in the morning. I'd get in the shower, and now I do work, and then I go work out, and then I shower, or I won't even till the end of the day if I know I got to run. Because it's like, I feel dirtier now around the house because I'm a weirdo with OCD cleanliness. But now because my schedule isn't get up and get out of the house, that's really manipulated the way I'm like. That's been my wash your hands 15 times a day. My consciousness over showering because I used to wake up and immediately get in the shower. Like, do you shower first thing in the morning?
I do whatever I can to avoid showering.
I do whatever I can to avoid showering. You know, you might think this is nothing, but I've been hearing this a lot lately. And maybe many of you are on this same page. I want to let you know I find it completely repulsive. There are people that don't shower. There are people who talk about how they hate showering. There are people who say, I only shower twice a week. Now, they're probably showering less than that. This is on par with those people who won't brush their teeth. Patrick Melton was one of these people. He doesn't brush his teeth. He's admitted this. Andrew Schultz does not shower. We'll hear some more. And again, I've been hearing a lot of people talk about this. They can't be bothered.
Shower. Like, do you shower first thing in the morning?
I do whatever I can to avoid showering.
What? What are you 15?
I only shower if I fuck or work out.
Wow. And you know what? It sounds crazy. Even Santino is stumped. But you know what? People are doing this. There are many people out there that are not showering. It's too much of a hassle for them. Something I cannot even dream of. I cannot wait to get into that shower. In fact, on show days, I shower afterwards to get the fucking hair gunk out of my hair. I can't sleep with this shit in. It'll pop my pillows. Let's hear some more.
So the only times I'll ever shower.
Come on, bro.
Sex or workout.
That's it?
Yeah. And I'm not having that much sex. So it's mostly working out. So I would say I shower on average maybe 4 times a week tops.
Okay, so when he says that, now this is a guy who doesn't shower. Andrew Schultz rolled his eyes at it, so he's pumped it up to 4. Hey, there are 7 days in a week. All right? If you're saying I shower 4 times max, that means maybe you're doing 2 days. You know, Michael Ray Bauer was another person who said he hasn't been showering in 3 weeks. Tana Mojo from Tana Khan, she admits to showering twice a week. She hates it. Let's hear some more, because now they're going to bring up something that is going to stream through all the way to Big Mike, and it's something that, again, if you smoked a little shmee, which I might smoke a little more, pass the bongo to the left, BD bum bum boom, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? There's going to be something else that these boys talk about that really, when I show you, you're going to go, oh, yeah. Wait, what the fuck? All right, this is coming up. Let's take a shmee. You pack this up with some proper herbs.
Sure.
I want to get a nice, big, juicy one out.
You're embarrassed because you saw people commenting on your lame bong hit on YouTube?
No, they just didn't get anything. Oh. It's out of weed. And you're out of your league.
I was just wondering.
Listen, no, not at all. I want to get high because something good is coming up after this. So let's venture on. Let's see what topic they hit next, because they're talking showers, so the boys are picturing each other naked. And nakedness leads to what?
Bro, come on.
Yep.
What about when it's the middle of the summer, when it's dead middle of the summer and it's hot as fuck in New York?
I'm just
humid.
talking about Corona. If we're not in Corona, it's a different game, right? If we're smoking all over the place, if I'm on flights and shit, you're flying from New York to Tampa. Of course, I'm going to take a shower when I get there. But it's just me and my girl in the crib, and then I'm coming to the studio, and then we're in the crib. Like, what the fuck do we need a shower for?
What's her schedule? Has she noticed that? Has she been... You don't keep tabs on her?
She's just in the house. She's just in the house waiting for me to come home. Got all the energy. I've been expending energy all day. I've been doing podcasts all day. I'm talking all day. I'm creating content all day. And I open that door, and she is ready to fucking go. She is ready to go. Tell me all the shit she didn't do that day.
Ooh.
Just vomit. Just mental vomit. Just
mental vomit. Then why are you with them? So here they are, and this isn't my big point, but this is a mini one in between here. Look at this. These two have both referred to their wives as ball and chain dummies. that annoy them and yap, 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 like you don't fucking yap all day. This is how we feel about you. But again, if you're with a woman that is a dummy that yaps, well, then it's on you, sir. Why are you with these terrible women? Okay? You could pick any woman you want. So let's hear them disgrace their wives, and then they're going to get into something that I find to be a little bit more disgusting than this.
And you just have to absorb it, just eat all that shit. You just have to eat it up.
I love it. I love
Dude,
it, dude.
My lady, my old bag was, she's in the mode of trying to maybe get that baby circulating. So she's like, trying to set up some sexy fuck schedule.
Walls, dog?
Yeah, dude.
Are
so
you
listen to this.
painting walls? Hold
Yeah,
on.
man. Yeah. No, hey, and no drip mats. No drip mats.
it.
No drip
Nice.
mats. I'm letting it go. No, I'm just broad strokes.
Okay.
I'm losing it.
Now,
letting it go.
I've never gotten a girl pregnant.
Here we go.
When you bust,
When you
do
bust,
you even stay in for like the dribble that comes out after, or do you just give her the first 2 shots that actually shoot out?
No, you got to let it sit. You got to let it sit.
You let it sit and you get soft in her. You just soften up.
No, you.
okay, so we're getting into what's
What
called.
is happening right now?
Well,
I just got
you'll
back
see.
from the other room.
We're getting into what's called sex talk. Glad you asked. Sex talk, where guys confuse honesty, comedic honesty. Remember, we hear this all the time. You got to be honest as a comic. Well, the comedians can't actually be honest because they're all crooks. So what they do, instead of honesty, they replace it with what's called TMI. Too much information. And what they do is they overcompensate. They can't be honest, so they overcompensate by being explicit. And they talk about sexual details that no one needs to hear. Now, this gets worse, and it's going to go into another aspect here. But right now we got sex talk, and let's go to the next level of this.
You don't soften up. I got some strong genes. My old man, dude, one time in the car, I was like 14, and like a boner pill ad came on the radio or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is that? And my dad is like, guys, when they get older, they can't get their penis up anymore. And I was like, wait, really? And he's like, yeah, they can't get erections anymore. A lot of guys, when they get older, their penis can't get hard. And I was like, whoa, that's your dick just like runs out of boners? My dad was like, no, just,
$100
it's time.
smile.
And he's like, you'll understand it when you get older. I don't want to get into it. And I was like, does your penis still get hard, Dad? And he turns to me, he's like driving like a fucking.
Somebody is trained at the ass-kissing technique of fake smiling when you could see their teeth so bright. I couldn't even tell you how
I've
to.
never smiled like that in my life.
If I smiled like that, I look like a psycho. If you're showing your teeth and smiling, it's one of life's tricks. They don't even know they're doing a manipulation technique called smile at everything everyone says with a bright, shiny $100 smile. It's what your used car salesman does as he walks up to you with that handshake coming for. Ah, shit, a tucked-in shirt and a handshake. Run! The bigger the smile, the bigger the con man. Now, this gets worse. That's not even my main point.
Movie, he just turns and he goes, "You're from good stock." Yeah, so I was like, I won't have to worry about that shit. But I stay hard for a long time, dude. After I'm done, I'm still pretty hard for another like 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh no, that's
I stay stiff. I stay stiff. I don't know, because he's ready to go again just in case. So I let it sit. I let it sit for a little while. And usually, if I'm being courteous, I let her. She gets to take another ride. She's got a 2-for-1.
She gets
How
to
old are
take
you?
another ride.
36.
And you fuck, you come, and then you fuck right again.
Yeah.
Look at his face.
Not every time, but I can do. Yeah.
Oh, you come?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Meat
Yeah,
and
I can't
potatoes
do
and
that.
whiskey.
I can't
Meat,
do
potatoes, and whiskey. Yeah, dude. You know what? I think it's not every time, dude. It depends on the mental facets too, right?
Yeah.
How turned on I am. But the other day, I ran 7 miles, and she's being real sexy. I get to the house. There's like a note on the door. It's real sexy. Come inside the room. I get in there.
Wait, what?
She's she's.
How do you make a note saying come inside the room sexy? What did she say? You were just gonna hang out in the living room of your own home? You think after your run, you weren't gonna go into your room and fucking change clothes?
Dog.
Andrew?
I have other rooms, bro. I have other showers.
Nice house.
I got other
Nice
showers.
house.
Thank
Guys.
you. Yeah. No, I usually go shower in the other shower, right?
Hold on.
I didn't know where she was.
Right.
But she left a little cute note being like, come see me in the room.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. And I get it. I take a shower. I get in there. She's looking fucking stunning. And I'm so tired from running that I start to try to get into it, and I straight up go, I'm not gonna do it. I'm never gonna be able to. 7 miles, man. My body was rocked.
It's a lot. You don't just give her that back.
I was like, you got to give me a couple hours. You got to give me some downtime. Maybe later tonight.
Question.
Too hard, man.
Can you give her that back though? Can you lay on the back and then just let her do what she does?
No, man, I'm tired. After running 7 miles, I'm beat, dude.
But you don't have to do anything. You just lay on your back.
I know, but I still have to get into it, bro. You know, and getting into it is that's such a big step to get into it. You know, like I don't want to just lay there. That's no fun. Then she's like, fucking a dead guy.
Happening?
That's the best.
No, I want to pump, dude. I like
nah,
pumping.
dude, come on,
Yeah.
man.
Your boy likes pumping, dude. I'm the pump king player.
Dude.
Yeah, dude. You lazy Schultz. You're fucking lazy Schultz.
No
I'm the
way,
pump
dude.
king
Guys,
player.
come on.
No, you gotta get on. You gotta get below, and then just maybe I'll do some pumps from below.
Yeah, but that's whack. That's weak. How
That
hard
right
can
there.
you snap?
That right
Yeah,
there.
with a couple of bam,
that right
bam,
there.
little snap.
Get that.
Yeah.
So, you know, and there's another part coming up here. Listen, I like whiskey. I like having a puff here and there. I like having some weed. But I don't base my entire existence around the feel-good feelings of feeling good. I've noticed a trend with the boys lately. And we're going to show you a clip from Big Mike. Pull that one up, the specific one. Because a lot of people have been using this as like a way to show that they've got it made in the shade. And it's a little bit goofy. And I'm talking about the feel-good yummies of coming. You see this all the time online. I bet you're a virgin. I bet you never get laid. Oh, yeah? At the end of the day, I'm getting my dick sucked. What are you, inmates? Do you have nothing else going on that you need to feel the 3 seconds of, ooh, ooh, ooh? Our biggest, strongest, baddest men have been bragging about their coming for far too long. I got to show you Big Mike, and it'll wrap up my point in a perfect shrink-wrapped latex bow. This is Big Mike on Impulsive. His ego is out of control. Which one is the coming part?
It's all together in one
It's all together.
Simp for your fucking girls.
Oh, wow. This is going to be incredible. 108.35?
108.55.
108.55. Listen to this. You're going to love it. And it's going to become so clear how fucking gay this actually is.
Dr. Great Grandmother.
They were happy.
They were pissed off that we cut you off.
Yeah, they were pissed.
Ready for this? Yeah. All the dudes that were saying simp, 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 I asked them the following question. Do you have a girlfriend? No, they don't. Okay, because they're 12. Okay. When your fucking girlfriend tells you...
Why are all these 12-year-olds calling you a simp? Is it because you target children with your content and then show them this Lana Rhodes who has done the dasty with the inmates?
He's talking about that tweet he made where he was like, just do whatever it takes for your girl. I'm going to bring it up right now because we skipped ahead a little bit.
12-year-olds are calling him simp, 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 and he's got a question for those 12-year-olds.
Do you have a girlfriend? No, they don't. Okay, because they're 12. Okay. When your fucking girlfriend tells you to take out the trash and you say, bitch, I'm playing Warzone, you aren't going to get your dick sucked that night. I'm sorry. Okay, if you have any kind of stand-up chick, okay? I'm gonna take an L in that game of Warzone. I'm gonna bring the trash out. Then I'm gonna go back and play Warzone for another 12 hours, and then I'm gonna get a sloppy BJ to end my fucking day.
Hell yeah! A dick sucking? I'll do anything for that! 3 moments of pleasure? Do we hear ourselves anymore? This caveman nonsense has to come to a close eventually.
We almost forgot for a couple of years.
We almost forgot because these guys keep saying it. They'll do anything for a sloppy beach. And you see all these men online, all these tough guy men talking about this. The things you'll do for that. Just go jack off into the toilet, you sick fucks. That is a huge blind spot and giant weakness. You're obeying a woman's commands because at the end of the day, you might get your wee-wee licked.
Gay little dick.
Your pee-pay needs to be licked. That's something that listen, maybe it's the shmee. Smoke a bunch of shmee. Think about how silly that is. They need their sexual arousal. It's right there. It's been right in front of us this whole time. Did we ever really think about how greedy that, not only greedy, but like, what is that word? I always forget the word where it's like your desires over all else, your feel-good yummies, you just need that moment. That's a hit of drugs. You can't do heroin anymore, Big Mike, but you can get that feeling from coming. And we're supposed to bow down. Oh, damn, he gets to stick it in. This is what your slam points are? Your argument? Oh, yeah, at the end of the day, I'm getting my dick wet. That's actually gay. The end of the day, like your whole motivation for the day is to do dick stuff at the end. Penis. I don't even want to. By the way, touching your own. Put this thing in some underpants and call it a night. This is fucking wiggle stick.
Time. We shouldn't be so involved with your pee-pee.
But here's the motivation. They need blowjobs. They need to come. It's really too much. And what are you, kissing and cuddling too?
Hey, I'm gonna take an L in that game of Warzone. I'm gonna bring the trash out. Then I'm going to go back and play Warzone for another 12 hours, and then I'm going to get a sloppy BJ to end my fucking night. This is fucking chess, bitch.
You hacked the system. So you're going to manipulate your girlfriend, do what she says, then go back to doing what she didn't want you to do, but you're going to get that BJ because you took out the trash. What a nice guy. That's so sweet of you. Is that what she's there? Is she the dick-sucking machine?
Mike on Impulsive used to always talk about how he hadn't been in a serious relationship in like 12
Yeah.
years. He started dating Lana 2 weeks ago, and suddenly he's a relationship expert.
guru.
And this happens a lot. Any person who's in a brand new relationship where all they have is serotonin and amazingness is suddenly giving everyone advice on exactly how to make it work.
And anybody who claims they're playing chess is playing Crossfire. They're not real guns.
I'm going to bring the trash out. Then I'm going to go back and play Warzone for another 12 hours, and then I'm going to get a sloppy BJ to end my fucking night. This is fucking chess, bitch. This ain't fucking checkers. Except when it affects my business. Tweeted today, Fifth Vita drops tonight at 12 a.m. PST. And she said, OMG, does that mean I can post our picture at 12 a.m.? I want to post it. I'm so excited. Now, a simp would have said, of course, baby, post it whenever you want. You have 10 million followers. I can't wait to get all that fucking clout. I said, nah, your ass is going to wait, and you're going to optimize timing for reach and engagement. Keep your damn shorts on.
Whoa! You told her. You're going to optimize your patience for reach and engagement. This is what you say to a woman? She wanted to release nude pictures of her and him, by the way, to promote the book. And he wanted her to wait till the proper time so that he could get more clicks.
Fucking clout. I said, nah, your ass is going to wait, and you're going to optimize timing for reach and engagement. Keep your damn shorts on.
Would a simp do that?
On Twitter, public. Call me a fucking simp.
I mean,
I'll bring the trash out, but when it affects my fucking views, hell no.
That might be the,
So this is his response to me calling him a simp. Remember, my video of him was titled, Simp Alert! Simp Alert! I'm not a fucking simp. I told my girl to wait before posting the nude pictures of us that I use for clicks. Oh, you got me. You're actually a rugged man of the wilderness.
I mean,
I'll bring the trash out, but when it affects my fucking views, hell no.
That might be the chess move where you put your queen too far forward and totally expose her to the world, though, man. You just kind of just lay her out there.
Bro, being a simp is cool, dude. Being a
simp is cool. I remember when Brandon Wardell tried this approach 3 years ago when Cuck was made. Pull up that video. Brandon Wardell on Cucks. Being a cuck is cool. I'm proud to be a cuck. No, you're not. It's actually terrifying you, reminding you of the high school bullyment days, and you're acting out in tremendous other ways. Being a simp is cool.
It's like I like the idea of a woman making me weak.
Oh,
I've been hard for too long.
There's a difference between like being a simp, which is
dog. Like,
falling at the heel of and beck and call of your woman,
bitch,
or being
buckle my legs.
Nah, man, or
cut my Achilles and collapse
person.
me. I want to be on the ground for my girl.
Guys,
all right,
that is not. You cannot simp. I'm gonna say something factual for the entire world and all the 12-year-olds to hear. Right, this is so fucking important. You cannot simp for your girlfriend. That's not how the word works.
Oh.
If it is your girlfriend, you cannot simp over her. A simp is a man who puts himself in a subservient or submissive position or under women in hopes of winning them over without the female bringing anything to the table. The day...
Oh, so because your girlfriend brought a Lamborghini to the table and you're already with her, then you can't possibly... Then why must you tell everyone this? If you're not I'm not a simp. Do you ever hear me on the show go, guys, I'm not a simp. You know? If you're being called a simp by millions of people, odds are!
And he also just looked up the dictionary definition, or the Urban Dictionary definition.
How could I
of
be a simp when technically written on this Urban Dictionary site it says this? Case closed, Your Honor. I guess all those haters like me now. Never! We hate you more now. Con man.
My girlfriend said, Danny Earmuffs, this pussy is yours only now. I started bringing her breakfast in bed every fucking day.
Fucking simp.
Oh my God.
Fucking simp. I can't believe that.
Your girlfriend has those pictures of like 11 giant throbbing, veiny cocks all hitting her on the eye. Unless those pictures all burn away, that pussy is not only yours. And that's also a disgusting thing to yell to 12-year-olds.
Fucking day.
Fucking simp. Fucking simp. I can't believe that.
Every day, her coffee or strawberries. Simp for your fucking girls.
No. See, now I gotta cut you off. I gotta cut you off.
You'll never
You're making this hard for the rest of us, Mike. You're making this hard for all of us,
No
Mike.
breakfast in bed?
What?
No breakfast in bed for your girl? You won't bring her breakfast in bed?
Oh, okay, guys, enough with the sketch routine here, this improv show. This is like watching Heidelman and Schwartz or whatever the fuck.
I know.
Well, Jesus Christ, man. They're in quarantine, remember, so they haven't had guests on the show, so they're now doing improv.
Let me ask you a question. Are you making her breakfast in bed, or is Chef Katie making her breakfast in bed, and you're walking it from downstairs to upstairs? Because I'll do that.
I will have you know that coffee is brewed by hand.
Are you a simp if you live in a closet in your best friend's house and your best friend pays a chef to make breakfast that you bring to your girlfriend in the closet? I think so! You can't have a girlfriend in someone else's house. It's odd. Logan, is it cool if Lana spends the night? You live on the floor.
I put the K-cup into the machine and I pushed that button. Now, yes, has Maria, the maid, filled that machine with water and gotten my coffee cup for me?
Why is Maria making coffee?
She's a part of the process.
She is. She's so kind.
She's a part of the process.
But every morning she's trying to do something nice.
Wow.
But yeah,
Right.
You can't listen.
Logan Paul pays for your girlfriend's breakfasts. That's fucked.
You want to hear a comment from a guy in the chat that interests me?
Oh, yeah, I would love to hear something like that.
This guy says, his name's Elrod.
Hey, Al.
He says, he's a simp for lying about selling heroin in the city that I live in. Never heard of this guy, and I could have a family reunion at the methadone clinic.
Whoa, we got a meth head here. A methadone head, of course. I love methadone. I use that stuff now.
If he was lying about his heroin past.
That would be great. You've never heard of this guy? I thought the whole town. On the last show, he said the whole city knows him in I-25 or something like that.
Yep.
All right, let's go to some other codes here. What do we got next?
That was basically it.
Oh, really?
Hard for us, Mike. Don't be too nice.
And I'm not even the best, bro. All I'm saying is this. She told me at the beginning of this relationship, simps are getting all the blowjobs in 2020. I'm telling you, if you got a girl, you got to treat her well. You got to take care of her. And yeah, when she acts up and says she's going to post her Instagram post early, you fucking snap that whip.
Nice.
But if it's take out the garbage, take the garbage out. Get your head.
Get your head. And that's what I'm talking about. And I've seen Andrew Schultz and Andrew Santino share the same message. Get your head, man. Do you know what that means? It means someone goes, oh, I'm not even show you.
Do not do that. Are you kidding?
Oh, fuck.
That was caught on cam.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the act of what that is the silliest thing in the world. And to even allow that to happen to you is almost a cuck move. You need to put this. You need
I just saw you do it on the replay.
You need to put your wiener in a person's mouth as they sit there. That's perverse, man.
I want everyone to start thinking of head as like an extreme fetish act.
Yes. That's what I'm going to convince these people. Believe me, next year, anyone who talks about blowjob, they're going to be looked at.
Hears about blowjob.
That's sick.
I want them. It's like a 2 girls 1 cup feeling where you're like, I should not be thinking of this. I should not be watching this.
You know, we saw somebody again post in the Bring Back group screenshots of comedian Kate Q Funny's Instagram post, and you see all these guys going, "Damn, she's fine as fuck. Ooh, I would love. She's got great breasts." And you're going, what are you getting out of sharing this with other men? To sit around and talk about this with other men, it really what it comes down to is you're horny.
They're voyeurs.
And you're almost getting off on the discussion with other guys. You're almost involving yourself in a sexual act with other guys. I can't believe some of the stuff I read. Damn, that's a beautiful ass. Can you imagine saying this to another? There's people around.
Like,
they're seeing this.
Okay, here's, the guys who always say, to be fair.
Yeah.
Now is your time to speak up. What do you get
what do you get out of it? Why do you need to say it out loud? Are you just too stupid to because they never have an answer.
But don't insult them because I want to actually know.
But they don't have an answer. We've asked many times. Here's the answer. Because you didn't even think. You said something without even thinking about it. That's the problem.
Like, does it add to the horniness to tell other people
let's
that
ask
you're horny?
why, and I'm sure somebody in our chat right now has said, damn, you're beautiful. Damn, you're smoking. Damn, that girl. I wouldn't even say someone's hot in front of somebody else.
Yes, this is all about publicly sharing.
Publicly
Nothing
sharing.
to do with private.
And again, you need to scale down your need and craving for coming constantly. Like, really, think about what's going on here. You need this short-lived feeling every night. You crave the female figure. Interesting. So I would love to hear if anyone butts in. Let's see if we got any more from Biggie Mike.
You had one more thought.
I did. I don't even know if I want to say it because it's such a small thought. Actually, I will say it because it'll stem into this pool thing that I want to address because people like hearing you talk, and also I'm very curious.
Okay.
And I was there.
Yeah.
All right. I have this thought. I'm just going to read it. Happiness massively stems from the sense of accomplishment and purpose. We know this. We talked about it. But I was stacking these rocks on more rocks.
Do you want to hear some insights?
Yeah, I would love to hear some. We got some people speaking out here.
Here's some insights. Avery Schmuck says think they have a chance. No, that's not it, because then they could just send the girl a message privately.
Send that again?
This guy Kumi is...
Say it again, I mean. Sorry, I was busy doing all the alcohol.
It's okay. That one didn't matter. Another guy says, I know a guy who talks that way and he's in denial of being gay and it's a straight flex.
Wow. Denial of being gay. They just can't stop talking about the parts and how they need to come and they're going to get blown. Anything else?
No, that was the main one.
Wow. Didn't really learn anything. Once again, I would love to learn what this is about. I get physically sickened and mad when I see the comments like this. And watching these adults say these things out loud. You go into one of those Chatterbait chat rooms. Have you seen those guys in there? They really should be exposed.
Like, I'm sure every comedian has a bit where they're like, what's the deal with guys who leave comments on porn? But now everybody's doing that publicly on Instagram every day.
And believe me, if you saw Chris D'Elia's DMs, they're worse than the Chatterbait chat rooms. I mean, really, these people are fucking sick. They can't contain themselves. They're out of control with those foo-foo emotions. Something very, very gay about all this sex stuff. Something is very wrong. What are you craving, boys? What seems to be your desires? You know, would you wear a t-shirt that says, I have desires? Well, then don't say that shit out loud.
Maybe they would.
You would? You fall for your desires?
Oh, yeah,
you know?
Jeff Leach's Reddit. Remember that?
Oh, my God. Jeff Leach's Reddit history. Jeff Leach, the things he says, my God, your ass is beautiful. I would lick the crust from it while spread. You're that overtaken? You're that overthrown by the shape of this rear end?
And
think about the words I'm using, too. You're overtaken by the shape of the rear end. That's why people need to smoke a little bit of weed now and then. Because you get caught up.
So
you get caught up in the momentum here. You never step back and go, what am I doing? You know, what am I doing? I'm this slave to this sickness, to my desires. I'm no better than a romance novelist, which I think is bad too. Are you Fabio? You know, Louis J. Gomez constantly doing that. All these cool guys are constantly sex guys publicly. Trying to let everyone know about how much tail they're able to attract. There's something nefarious going on there. Really, the rear. It's insane. Good. I'm glad you think it's insane.
Some guy says, I am overtaken with tits quite often, but I keep it to myself.
That's amazing that you would even say that. You're overtaken by tits. Sometimes I see tits and I go, you know, I got to snap myself out of it when I see it. When I look at a tit and I go, that's a nice. What am I doing?
I see Mike
a nice
on his phone.
pair.
Mike will be sitting there on his phone in bed. He's scrolling on his Instagram.
If you ever see me do this, you know something's up.
And then I'll see him pause on someone's page. Then he clicks the tags, and then he clicks over to the girl's page, and then the tag picks and does a little zoom in. He doesn't know I'm watching at all.
Oh, I know.
Checks it out, and then goes back and just continues scrolling as usual.
Hey, listen, you gotta see what's going on out there.
Just checking.
But believe me.
He doesn't make a peep.
You don't make a peep. You don't make a scene. You don't excuse yourself to go to the bathroom. That's a sign.
Just quickly take a look.
You do. When I scroll past a pic and it's a feed stopper.
It's a feed stopper.
First of all.
No shame.
Feed stopper. You go, what the hell? You scroll back and you go. And you expand. You see this? And you go.
Hey, sometimes I do a feed stopper.
That's something I would like to own. But then if you really think about what you're doing here, this is all some sort of trick that you need to be more in control of this.
That was the point of my story.
Yeah,
you stop yourself real quick.
Yeah, when I see these guys comment, all it tells me about these guys who publicly say this stuff is that they are bad controlling themselves. They don't have control. They don't have adrenaline control. And that control, that lack of control is not just about sex. They can't control their anger. They can't control their jealousy. They can't control their envy. They can't control their greed. They are, in fact, what's called out of control. And that is the disturbing part of a man's desires. Thank you so much. I think that makes quite a lot of sense.
Sometimes I'm scrolling on Instagram. I see a black guy with a huge dick. I zoom right in on the dick, and I just keep it to myself.
Keep it to yourself. You have an Instagram where they're showing dick? What accounts are these?
I'm just kidding. Can you imagine? That is fucked up.
What?
We should have an argument about your Instagram.
What are you talking about?
I don't have any dicks.
Yeah, of course not. That would be horrifying.
But you have thousands of nude women.
Yeah, and you know whose fault that is? These fucking sluts! Could you imagine if all of a sudden you opened Instagram and it was a bunch of gonzos and hard ones and towers?
That would be much worse.
The giant drop from Six Flags, Great Arkansas, shooting right up at the sky?
I hope that guys' nude pics become as popular as women's nude photos.
Imagine
on Instagram.
seeing those straightened rods. Nothing funnier to me. I had one that shot up to the sky the other day. It was straight.
Parted the clouds.
I couldn't believe it. That's a goofy looking thing when it's straight like that. Perfectly straight, like a swear finger of mine. I can't, and I won't. And you know what? This is going away for quite some time. You must have some control. You got to wiggle your jank. You know, I joked about this before. Whenever I have sex with a woman, I push her arms down so hard that she's about to cry, and I go, my crank, my crank, my crank, my crank, oh, my crank, my crank, my crank, my crank. And she goes, stop it, that's so stupid. And I go, exactly. And scene. Sex is stupid. My crank, my crank, my crank. Anytime you're oohing and ahhing and saying, oh, fuck, oh, yes. Basically what you're saying is, oh, my crank, oh, my crank, my crank, my peep, oh, the feeling of my crank.
My crank is only 1% crazier than what goes on.
Exactly. But that's how I explain to people to really shake people out of what's going on. If you go, oh, my crank, my crank, my crank, they go, oh my God, that's so cringe. It's just a replacement word for what you're saying. Watch what you say. That's why you should only have sex when you're blind, drunk, or on ecstasy. At least you have an excuse. If you're doing sober sex, you've got some desires. You've got some real cravings. Ooh, you crave that pussy? Yeah, and let's talk about it. Joey Diaz. I want to eat her back so bad I'm dripping. I'm like a dog watching his owner eat Chinese food. I'm sitting there drooling. And when the drool becomes so thick and viscous, I've had enough and I need to eat your monkey. You do? You need to eat the woman's pussy because you're so overwhelmed with flavor, mad flavor. You need every drip entering your mouth. I need to eat your monkey. This is Joey Diaz, and this is how he behaves and talks. Every tweet of his is a me too. Oh, I want you licking my cock. Your desires must end, sir. The same desires that got you fat as a house. The same desires that got you addicted to prescription medication. And the same desires that have exposed you as the Goomba, the rock that you are. Thank you so much, I believe.
I like Redbar Desire Patrol. People shouldn't be
got some strong desires.
Things.
Listen, I've stated my case today.